Hello, how are we doing today? Today I'm going to show you how to make a master mold of an item like a tunnel portal or tunnel portal wing walls or bridge abutments, etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a tunnel portal. And I took a piece of for sale signs that you can pick up at the store. That's pretty thick stuff. And I made it so I got about a 1/2 inch clearance all the way around. And you just take, and I'm just going to put a little mark here where each outside piece is so I know where to put my tape. Because I'm going to use some two-sided tape to hold that down while we're doing the molding, or while we're applying the latex rubber. And let's see, here's my tape. Well, I didn't mark the top, so I just don't want to have excess tape. Okay, I just give me guidelines for where the tape's got to go. So I will take a piece of this. This is a cheap two-sided tape. It is permanent, but it peels off easy enough. They say it's permanent, but alright, oops. We will lay that right along here, like so. And one for this side. Darn it. Let's try this again. This doesn't have the peel back. Both sides are sticky at the same time. It's the stuff you get at the dollar store for $1. So it's not the best. These are the better stuff. You can lay it down and then you can pick off and peel a top to reveal your other sticky side. This doesn't have that other sticky protective side, so both sides are sticky at the same time, which makes it just a little more difficult to mess with. Not too much. There we go. Okay, so now I can lay. Make sure I get this pretty even, both sides. And of course it doesn't have to be exact. Now the reason why we're putting this on a base, well, first of all, when you're putting on your latex rubber, you need to get around the edges just slightly larger than the actual piece that you're molding. So now that we've got that, we will get a paintbrush, which I should have had ready to go and I didn't. Of course, it'll be in the last drawer I look in, yep. My first one I used a smaller paintbrush than this. Took a little extra time. This is just a regular cheap artist brush, round nose, soft bristle. This is a number 7. You don't have to use a number 7. And then we take, now I'm using Woodland Scenic Latex Rubber, and the reason why is it's a 1 part. You're not mixing 2 parts together, trying to get it mixed just right. You just open the jar, break the seal, dip your paintbrush in, and you're ready to go. You don't have to mix and wonder if you're going to have too much left over. So it looks like a heavy glue. So I just dip it in there. Now, I'm going to dab this in like this so that I get into all the little crevices and whatnot. The Woodland Scenic says this takes about 30 minutes to dry. I beg to differ, it took longer. So I just wait 4 to 8 hours in between coats. You can tell when it's dried, especially this thin coat, it gets fairly translucent, turns to a yellow translucent consistency, I guess you would call it. So we're just going to dab this on here. Getting a somewhat even coat. Turn this up just a little bit there. So you can see there we go. Guess you really don't need to see what's in the bottle, huh? This is like doing Bob Ross's little happy little clouds, only we're doing happy little latex. That's a little dab the brush around. Now we're going to do the same for the sides. We're going to get some on the base that I cut out of styrene, out of the for sale sign. And it's kind of important to do the dabbing on the first coat. After that, you can kind of paint it on, but you do want to dab it so that you are getting the latex down in all the little crevices. I guess I kind of dabbed it on the first couple of coats, I think, but this side's going to take a little longer to dry. It gets a little thicker, but make sure you get it as heavy as you can around your edges here, because that's where it seems to, at least on my first mold, was the thinnest, was around my edges. We're going to get the bottoms. Now I've done bridge abutments. I did a bridge abutment. And I haven't hardly used any of this. This is a 16-ounce jar of this latex rubber. And I might have used an eighth of it. I've got this bridge portal to do. Bridge portal, I'm sorry, not tunnel. Yeah, tunnel portal. I got this tunnel portal to do. I got a couple of wing walls, left and right wing walls to go with it. And I got a wall that I want to do. And I've already done the abutment, and I feel that this jar will still have some left over when I get done. Again, we're going a little heavy on the corners when we can. Don't worry about it being too wide over here, as long as you're not right up on the edge there, because we're going to have to glue or tape, is what I did, some dam walls. Not dam walls, but dam walls. Make sure I get my corners and my edges good. End up a little extra, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's a little thicker there. Just might take those corners a little longer to dry because they're a little thicker than the first coat. Look around, make sure you got everything coated good. Looks like I've pretty much got everything. A little thick right there. Okay, so there's the very first one. Well, you do want to make sure you get down where the styrene and the edge of the part is. Make sure you get that in there good, because you don't want to have your plaster leaking in there. Right along these edges here like this. Make sure you get a good coat in there. Okay, I will be back after this has a chance to dry, which, like I say, will be anywhere from 4 to 8 hours, I guess. 4 to 8, not 48. And I will be back. Stay tuned.